Hi children, today we will discuss about a new concept for you. This is very basic building block of chemistry, that is elements and compounds. You may get lot of confusion regarding element, compound, molecule, atom. Okay children, don't worry, I will clarify all of your doubts. Okay, listen carefully. Right, see now. The first thing is elements and compounds. Right. Introduction. See now. Have you ever wondered what makes up the substances around you? Around us there are lot of substances like chair, pencil, pen, wall, buildings, okay, human beings, trees, buses, cars, etc. We are having large amount of substances. All the substances are made of what? For example, to construct a building, we need bricks, mud, cement, sand, steel, wood. By coming these materials in various proportions and different ways, we can make the kind of building from a simple room, house or a palace. In the similar way, in nature, there are pure substances called elements. One thing you remember children, elements are very pure substances. When elements combine in different proportion, they form all kinds of substances such as liquids, gases and solids. Living things, non-living things, all are made up of elements only. These elements, they will combine in different ratio with different elements will combine in different ratio and will form different compounds and different substances. Let us study these basic substances which are known as elements and compounds in our today's class. See, pure substance, a substance that has constant composition and cannot be separated into simple substances. Again, they cannot be separated. Such substance is called pure substance. This pure substance may be element or may be a compound. It may be an element or may be a compound. What is the difference between element and a compound? A pure substance that is made up of only one type of atoms, I mean similar atoms. The substance which is made up of similar type of atoms is called element. A pure substance which is made up of two or more different types of matters in a fixed ratio combined chemically, they will be called as compounds. The best example for elements will be oxygen is an element, hydrogen is an element and gold is also an element. And the best example for compound is water molecule, carbon dioxide, methane gas, etc. They will all compounds. Then what is an element? We already defined an element which cannot be broken into simple substances by any chemical means and is made up of single type of atom is called element. Remember children the definition, I will repeat once again. Any pure substance, first of all element is a pure substance, remember that. Element is a pure substance which cannot be broken into simple substances. Further, it cannot be broken by any chemical means. Okay, if you add some acid or if you add some base or if you heat or if you do something, you cannot make that element, you cannot break that element. So that is what we call that, break that substance, that is called element. So this is called an element which is a pure substance. Next thing, classification of elements. Elements have been classified generally into three types. One is metals, non-metals and noble gases. Noble gases are also called as inert gases. Next one, properties of metals. So what are the properties of metals? The first property is luster. So what is the meaning of luster? Luster in the sense shiny. Generally the metals will be shiny. You take silver, it will be shiny. If you take gold, it will be shining. Okay, shining, which will be glowing or shining. That is called luster. It is a good conductor in the sense it will allow heat and electricity will be allowed by the metals. That is, they will be called as conductors. Metals will be the conductors. They will allow electrons to flow. They will allow heat to flow. And it is a ductile, which means which can draw them into wires. We can make the metals into wires, thin wires. gold chain, gold wire. Chain in the sense wire. Okay, so we can draw them into wires. And malleable means which can make them into sheets, asbestos sheets, like that. Okay, tin sheets, lead sheets, metals can be converted into sheets. Next, it is solid at room temperature. Generally, the metals will be solid at room temperature. And it is having high melting point and boiling point. What is the meaning of high melting point and boiling point? In order to boil a metal or in order to melt a metal, we require very high temperature. And it produces sonorous, already we told, so which makes sound. Iron, gudilo ganta kodatam kada, it will make some sort of sound. It is made up of metal. Symbols of elements. See now, how these symbols they have been made. See now, in chemistry, each element is denoted by a symbol of its name in English or Latin. Few elements will be in English, few elements will be in some other language like Latin. Generally, we use a capital letter. If it is single letter, we use a capital letter to denote. For example, carbon. An element carbon, the symbol is C. With the name of C, we are going to get different elements, calcium, chlorine. Okay, we cannot make only one letter C for all that common. We get confusion. For that sake, they have used two letters. Those two letters will be, first two letters will be, they may be an English direct letters or they may be the Latin name letters. We will check once again. When first letter name of several elements is same, symbol is denoted by the two letters. The first letter of the symbol is capital letter and followed by the second or third letter in the name of an element. Okay, the second letter will be, maybe in the total name there may be the second element or third element whatsoever. For example, symbol of calcium is Ca. In Ca they have taken first two things. Sodium is, the Latin name is natrium. From natrium they have taken Na. And chromium, for chromium they have taken first letter and third letter. Okay, Cr. Likewise, they have used the symbols. Okay, so there will be list of symbols here. Sodium, natrium, Latin name, and Latin name is natrium and the symbol is Na. Magnesium, Mg, aluminum, Al, potassium, Kalium, which is nothing but the symbol is K, calcium, Ca, chromium, CHRO, but they have taken first letter and third letter, that is Cr. Magnesium, Mn, they have not taken Ma, it is Mn. Okay. Iron, ferrum, Fe, Latin name, and nickel, Ni, copper, Cu, cuprum. Copper, Latin name is cuprum. They have taken first two letters will be cuprum's first two letters. Okay. Zinc, Zn, Zn. They have taken first letter and third letter, not Zi. Silver, argentium, Ag, first letter and third letter. Okay. Platinum, Pt. Okay, that is fourth letter. And gold, Rm, Au, first two letters. Mercury, hydrorgum, Hg, first letter and middle letter they have taken. So tin, stannum, Sn, first letter and the middle letter here also taken. So they have not taken last first two letters or starting letter, they have taken in different manner. Okay, so this symbol should be definitely known. And the next one, we know one thing, there is generally all the metals are solids, there is one liquid metal which is called mercury. Mercury is metal but it is in liquid state at room temperature. Next thing is elements like silicon, germanium, arsenic and antimony, they shows the properties of metals but some properties of non-metals. They are not completely metals but they are not completely non-metals. So they are considered as metalloids. They have been given one more family, that is metalloids. Okay. Next one, graphite. It is a form of carbon and which is a non-metal. Though it is a non-metal, it is a good conductor of electricity. Generally, non-metals are bad conductors of electricity. There is an exception here, that is graphite, which is a good conductor of electricity. Iodine is a solid and has luster. Okay, generally the iodine is a non-metal and which should not be lustrous. but it is a luster. Though they are non-metals, they have some peculiar behavior of metal character for few elements. That you should keep in mind. Next thing, properties of non-metals, they are not lustrous generally. They cannot be polished, they are not shiny. Bad conductor of heat and electricity, non-ductile, they cannot be drawn into wires. Non-malleable, that means they cannot be beaten up into thin sheets. In gaseous and liquid state or brittle solid at room temperature. Brittle ante virigipovam solids. It has low melting and boiling point. Within short temperature itself they will melt and they will boil. Next thing is compound. What is a compound? Compound is also a pure substance just like element. The difference between the element and compound is these compounds are made of two or more different elements. But element is made of the same, only one type of atoms. These are made up of different types of atoms. They will be combined in fixed ratio. Combined together in a definite ratio or fixed ratio, they will be called as compounds. A molecule of a compound consists of two or more atoms of different elements combined in specific ratio. A compound can be broken down into elements by chemical means. Actually, the element cannot be broken up into still smaller things, but a compound can be broken up into some different elements with the help of this chemical procedure, chemical means. For example, a molecule of water consists of H2O, two hydrogen atoms combined with one oxygen atom. H2O can be broken down into hydrogen and oxygen by passing electric current. Okay, by using some any means we can be divided. Then only the compounds can be divided, but elements cannot be divided. Remember, children. Next thing, formula for a compound. What is a formula? The formula of a compound is a symbolic representation of molecule of a compound. From formula, what we can know? It tells us which elements are present in a compound. H2O means this H2O compound consists of hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms. And what it will tell? It tells what number they are present. The hydrogen atoms are two atoms of hydrogen, one single atom of oxygen. And it tells us number of atoms of each element present. Okay, likewise, we can know something about the formula. Next thing, children, definition of compound. We have studied a symbolic representation of one molecule of a compound shows the number of atoms of the various elements present in the formula of a compound. We already discussed that. Hydrogen and oxygen combine together to form water represents the number of atoms of each element in one molecule. And this is also the same definition. They have given NaCl, carbon dioxide and CaCO3. Okay, CaCO3 consists of one calcium atom, one carbon atom and three oxygen atoms. Carbon dioxide consists of one carbon atom and two oxygen atoms. In NaCl we are having one sodium atom and one chlorine atom. These are all compounds. Next, formula of some important common compounds. Hydrochloric acid, the formula is HCl. Nitric acid HNO3, sulfuric acid H2SO4, sodium hydroxide NaOH, sodium oxide Na2O, sodium carbonate, that is washing soda, that is just sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. If it is washing soda, it combines with 10 molecules of water, that is Na2CO3, 10H2O. If it is bicarbonate, in between sodium and carbonate we are going to get H. Bi in the sense we will get hydrogen, that is NaHCO3 instead of Na2CO3. And ferrous sulfate FeS, common salt NaCl and potassium nitrate KNO3, aluminum chloride AlCl3, silver nitrate AgNO3, silver chemical formula is argentium, that is Ag, and copper sulfate is CuSO4, that is blue vitriol. In the sense, only copper sulfate is CuSO4, blue vitriol in the sense it is also included with 5 molecules of water. Right. Next, few more compounds. The compounds of the metal with sulfur. Sulfur compound metals will be called as sulfides, that is metal sulfides. Magnesium sulfide, the MgS, zinc sulfide, ZnS, lead sulfide, PbS, mercuric sulfide, HgS, calcium sulfide CaS, iron sulfide FeS, copper sulfide CuS. So metal, these are all metals. Metals react with sulfur to form metal sulfides. Next we go for list of compounds which some will be exist in gaseous state, some will be in liquid state. Hydrogen at room temperature generally exists as gas, the symbol is H. Nitrogen is a gas, that is H. N symbol. Oxygen is gas, symbol is O. Fluorine is gas, symbol is F. Chlorine is gas and symbol is Cl. Bromine, it is a liquid which is symbol is Br at room temperature. Iodine is a solid, I. Carbon is a solid, C. Sulfur is a solid, S. Phosphorus is a solid, P. And silicon is a solid, which is Si. So few will be in liquid state, some few will be in solid state, and few will be in gaseous state. Next thing is formula of some common metal oxides. Before that we have studied metal sulfides. Metals react with oxygen to form metal oxides. How they are going to react, how they are going to be formed, everything I will tell you in our future further classes. You just keep it in mind. Okay, what the metals will form, how they form, what different kinds they can form, that is we are discussing now. Right. Compounds of metals react with oxygen to form metal oxides. Magnesium react with oxygen to form magnesium oxide, MgO. Zinc react with oxygen to form zinc oxide, ZnO. Lead react with oxygen to form lead oxide, PbO. Mercury react with oxygen to form mercuric oxide, that is HgO, mercury oxide. Calcium react with oxygen to form calcium oxide, that is CaO. Iron react with oxygen to form iron oxide, that is FeO. And copper react with oxygen to form copper oxide, that is CuO. Next there will be some formulas of some compounds of gaseous compounds which will be in gaseous state. Carbon dioxide CO2, carbon monoxide CO, sulfur dioxide is SO2, sulfur trioxide SO3, hydrochloric acid HCl, methane CH4, nitrogen dioxide NO2, steam, that is water H2O, will be in vapor state. These are all in gaseous state or vapor state. Noble gases are inert gases. This will be called as, also called as trace gases. Trace, in air there will be trace in gaseous state. Traces means very small in number, small quantity will be called as traces, and which do not react chemically with any of the other things because they are stable already. Stable elements will not be reacted. In our future further concepts we will discuss what is stability, atomicity, okay, and electronic configuration. Like this we are going to get in a lot of concepts in our future classes. There we can get what is stability. Okay, so noble gases will be, there will be 6 noble gases: helium He, neon Ne, argon Ar, krypton Kr, xenon Xe, radon Rn. So these are all be called as noble gases. Do you know, children? Sometimes we include these noble gases in the category of non-metals. The reason is that non-metals are in gaseous state and do not show any metallic properties. So these noble gases will not show metallic properties. That's why in some situations these noble gases will be considered as non-metals. Next thing is, see here children, there is a beautiful concept here, that is, did you know helium is a very light gas which is very light when compared to air. So it is an incombustible because it will not burn and used for filling weather observation. Okay, so in a balloon they will fill the helium gas. In order to observe weather they use some apparatus, in that it will be held by the balloon and it will take away to the space. From there this box consists of different elements which the help of them we can read the weather, okay, in different situation. So likewise helium is going to be used. Neon used for filling advertising glowing tubes. So like this you will be observed that. So likewise you are going to get the colors with the help of this neon. And argon is filled in the electric bulb to enhance the life of the electric bulb, to increase the life of the electric bulb. How these going to be used will be studied in further classes. Okay, in the next few slides we are going to know in little bit detail about this, definitely. So okay children, thank you. With this we have completed this concept. Stay tuned to our channel. If you really love this concept, don't forget to like, subscribe the channel and share. You must share as much possible as you like, as your friends have it in status. You can share in different ways, and you propagate our channel so that lot of children can learn the many things. That is my intention. Okay, thank you children. Bye.